Going for home, and why wouldn't he with a finish like that?
It doesn't matter who you are, it's always good to get an early one on the board.
The Cats on the board first. The big men fly. Durham, they're a big chance here. Jones takes the short option. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. He's copped one high. Myers has charged into space. Doesn't often waste it. Holmes on a lead. The defence is disorganised. Durham read that one right off the boot. Tries a safe ball. Pryor all on his own. What can they build here? The Bombers are out of trouble. Too slow. Didn't take the first option, and he's been penalised.
He's having a word with the umpire, and he may just have a point.
Draper navigated the traffic. Terrific forward pressure. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Stanley showing his skills. Drop punt, and he has put it away.
They're after a big game from him today, and that's a great start.
The Cats already look like they're going to be hard to beat. Wright showing his skills. Durham, Setterfield. He'll be annoyed by that. Dangerfield, inside 50 with the kick. Cameron is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
To say there are some alarm bells ringing is an understatement. They're not working hard enough.
Three in a row coming up. What a patch they're having.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
Three on the trot, and a good start has become a great one. The big men fly. Smith, sloppy hands, and they've turned it over. Can anyone get to the drop zone? That's an impressive mark.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
The distance is the only problem.
He had no interest in taking any chances.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Good thinking and good execution too. You can see their confidence growing. Dangerfield looks set for a big one. Guthrie, the kick was centimetre perfect. They're on point so far. Holmes in the clear on centre wing. Manor, close, working hard and being rewarded. Myers, Smith, going at his second. Only a behind.
He certainly would have expected to kick that one, but he's got to put it out of his mind now.
Ridley tasked with the kick in. Pryor can keep it moving. The Bombers not at their best so far. Langford, he's set upon. They desperately need a goal. McGrath, that's a bit of a gift. They're all over them early. Atkins leading from the front. Manor marks on centre wing. Smith, can he hit a target? Good disciplined defence. Reed runs onto it and can relieve the pressure. Quality delivery by foot. Roberts works hard to present. The Cats forcing them out wide. Atkins, what a first term they're having. That's great footy. The defence has fallen down. Close, gets to the front spot and can line them up.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
They get full value for a deep entry.
The Bombers have got to find a way to put the clamps on. They're too easy to score against at the minute.
The Cats are playing some great footy. They're threatening to run away with the match. Stanley wins it. Smith, the midfield battle's so important. Atkins, that's skillful. Mullen is in the clear and marks uncontested. Neal uses the body well.
The Cats have certainly looked a better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Goal coming up.
The Bombers are on the ropes. They need a spark before this one gets away from them.
They are giving them a hiding so far, but there's still time for them to turn it around. Stanley punches it out of the ruck. Holmes. Roberts. That's good work rate. Can he be the fire starter? Guthrie clears the area. Smith. Humphreys. The Cats are playing like winners. Mullen normally delivers. Neal is hard to beat one-on-one. Stanley met solidly. The Bombers are chasing tail. Myers. The umpire will have it. Stanley wins the tap. Dangerfield. Holmes. Atkins. He's given it a tug and missed.
Always unlikely from there, but he is capable.
The Bombers desperately need to shift the momentum.
Searching kick. It's a dreadful mistake. Here's a big chance. Can he take it? No, he's missed.
Lucky he's not the kind to be easily deterred.
Looking for a quick transition.
Good work rate. The Bombers
Have been out of sorts.
What can they muster from the back half? And they're away. Caddy makes position. Pryor. Penetrating ball. Manor went bang. It's no place for the faint-hearted.
He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle.
Wright smashes it out of there. Merritt. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Going for territory. Mullen. The Cats should score here. Pryor showing why he's such a good defender.
They're in danger of a goalless quarter.
Blitzars intercepts. They're well drilled. Bowes has found some space. Can he finish it off?
The Cats are working harder at the present time and they're reaping the rewards.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
The Bombers are struggling at the moment. It's difficult to make a case for them.
The Bombers will be disappointed because what they spoke about during the week hasn't come to pass. They'll need to make changes. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
The Bombers have just got to start hitting the scoreboard. They've stood up well defensively, given what they're up against, but they look impotent forward of the ball. A couple of quick goals can turn this around and put a different kind of pressure on the opposition. Scoreboard pressure, which is still the greatest pressure there is in football.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway.
No second guess. Trusting the child, trusting the game plan, and back yourself at every contest. Come on.
Stanley got his palm to it. Dempsey, that's careless. Wright, Roberts, slick hands. Looks good. He steered it through.
They needed to get the first of the second quarter, and they have.
They've pulled one back, but they need plenty more where that came from. Wright slaps it out. Shield, Smith, one step ahead. Stanley, Atkins, Myers, Marks. That's hard to stop. Picking their way through. Close, relishing the contest.
Going on their merry way here, this could be over by half-time.
The Cats are showing why they were well back to win this match.
The big men fly. Dempsey drives it inside the forward 50. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. A chance to clear now. Caddy in the clear. McGrath. He's generally a good kick. Thumped away. Stanley attracted a crowd. They appeal for holding the ball, and the umpire agrees.
Not enough talk out there, it seems.
They've bottled it up. Stanley has had his measure today. Dempsey, McGrath. We've seen that before. Atkins. Rinse and repeat. Stanley wins the tap. Some indirect ball movement here. Blitzars. The fans will be happy to see this. Something has to give soon.
The Bombers are hanging in there, but they probably need the next goal, really.
Merritt.
That's sloppy play.
Smith didn't need to be asked twice.
Stengel outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
Henry finds himself unattended.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
This deserves a goal, but he's put it the wrong side of the stick.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
Looking for a quick transition.
Reed marks in the back pocket. Dersma with a chance to run. Sizes up what's ahead. Reed gets his kick despite the heat. That is very charitable. Probing ball.
Taking out some frustration possibly. Quick snap is off target.
That ball should be heading back to the centre. Horrible miss.
No time like the present.
Reed pushes into space and receives the footy. The kick lets them down.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
He's already got one. He's still got one.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
They've set up well for the kick-in.
Redmond all on his own. The Bombers
Might be about to start something.
clever kick. Dersma has found some space. He doesn't waste many. Stewart
Doing what he does best.
You can see their confidence growing. Shield wins it back. Great mark. Dersma, dangerous to leave on his own. Can he impose himself on the match? Blitzars. Time and again, he gets to the right place. Stengel presents in space. They're playing like champions. They're moving the footy well here.
It's as if they don't rate this player. He's already hurt them, and he's about to hurt them again.
That's offline. Didn't really give it a chance.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
Trying to catch them out.
Good thinking and good execution too. They need a spark. Manages to find a teammate.
They've got to get a wriggle on.
Ridley can keep it moving.
What's he got on offer? Well-weighted kick.
Roberts working hard and being rewarded. This is good ball movement. Doesn't often waste it. They've opened them up here. The Bombers looking dangerous. They desperately need a goal. Punched away. Humphreys displaying great endeavour. Caddy runs in and bangs it home.
Can that ignite them? They haven't been playing great footy, but gee, they're not out of this.
Maybe there's a glimmer of hope. Just a glimmer. Good ruck work. Durham read it well. He picked his pocket. Who's at home? Neal gets to the front spot and can line them up.
It's not a gimme goal, but certainly one that should be kicked.
This time maybe... No.
The margin could certainly have been greater. They've been really wasteful.
They've set up well for the kick-in.
Quality delivery by foot.
Forced into a kick down the line.
Shield
On a lead.
Can he hit a target? It must be his birthday. Looking to extend this margin. Redmond collects the half volley. Normally delivers. He'll be dragged if he keeps doing that. The defence has fallen down. Durham onto it. Got to get it out of there. Reed, he's been busy so far. O'Connor takes an excellent grab. Gives it everything. Redmond is racking up spoils. Close. Boot, ball, goal!
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Cats, in this form, would challenge anybody. The big men fly. Durham puts his head over it. Blitzers claims a terrific contested mark at centre-half back. The kick is precise. Mullen working hard and presenting well. Bowes has got loose. What's he got on offer? Half-time, and I think we're all stunned after that. One team is playing terrific football, and the other, well, they just haven't got going at all.
Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
The Bombers are winning the rebound 50s, but what it really means is they're being asked to do a lot because their midfield is being well beaten. They've coped admirably, but at some point the dam wall is going to break. So the mids have got to find ways to get the footy down the other end more often.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary.
Rucks go at it. Setterfield. Atkins affects the turnover. I've liked his game today. Redmond taken to ground. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Draper wins the tap. Durham. Mackay will keep coming. Merritt managed to get a handball away. Shield. Roberts goes long. Blitzers picks off the pass. Goes laterally. The Cats are out of trouble. Looking to hit up the short option. Good work rate. Stewart. Who will stand under that? Draper making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Close. Squeezes the kick. Sloppy disposal, and we'll have a throw in.
The Cats are playing some good footy, and if it wasn't for the occasional spot of carelessness, this game would be in their keeping.
O'Sullivan wins the tap. Atkins. Smith. O'Connor. Can he find a teammate? Cameron. Great hands there.
He kicked the last one pretty well, so he'll be confident here.
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin.
If they keep getting this kind of supply, the scoreboard's going to get real ugly.
The Bombers are buckling under the pressure. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Setterfield takes the hand pass.
They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle.
Draper got his palm to it. Setterfield. Merritt. Roberts navigated the traffic. Durham looking to pull one back, and that's exactly what he's done. Well played.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
The Bombers need to follow that goal up. The big men fly. Dealt with the pressure. Roberts. That's good vision. He's run into trouble. The umpire says he had no prior. Draper wins it. Here's a chance to get it forward. The Cats have won it back. Atkins. O'Sullivan. They've worked it well. He's been quiet. Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
He hasn't looked like missing so far, so I'll back him in here.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
He's kicked beautifully at goal today. His confidence must be soaring.
Normal service has resumed. Draper has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Smith looking for two in a row. Ridley clears the area. Redmond, he's just dropped the footy and the ump has no choice.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there. He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
If they had kicked straight, this match would already be settled. It may be pretty soon anyway.
The Bombers aren't playing their best, but that margin could have been even bigger.
McGrath outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Dersma has a paddock in front of him. On the non-preferred, Stewart reads the ball so well. O'Connor has time and space. He's kicked it high. Bowes got to the right position and hung on. Roberts has eyes only for the footy. Met solidly. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
He bit off more than he could chew there.
Draper couldn't complete the mark. Durham, it's not a fair fight. They're tackling with venom today.
Stanley wins it down. Dangerfield. Atkins. He'll work all day. Bowes. He's kicked it like an arrow.
The Bombers
Came into this match very bullish about their chances, but they've forgotten to do the work.
The Cats having a good third term. Stanley palms it down. Manages to get off a handball. He's not one to take a backward step. Dangerfield heads long towards goal. He's got the distance, but not the accuracy.
That's an opportunity gone begging. You'd back him in more often than not from there.
It's being played in one half of the ground at the moment.
Caldwell has found some space. They've coughed it up. What a bonus this would be.
He doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this would pose any problems.
He hasn't kicked a goal today, and he still hasn't.
It wasn't the easiest of shots, but he'd expect to kick that 8 times out of 10.
Looking for a quick transition.
Caldwell with a chance to relieve the pressure. Probing ball. Caddy in the clear. He doesn't waste many. They're moving the footy well here. Redmond can get it and go. Just shoveled it out. That was almost handed to him. Dersma intercepts the hand pass. Can he impose himself on the match? Anyone's ball. It's a tough game. No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Stanley wins it down. Smith does the roving. De Koning got to the drop zone. They're leading them a merry dance. The Cats have winners everywhere. It's a dominant display. Smith can keep it moving. Doesn't often waste it. We're watching a very good side here.
They cannot keep him quiet. Gee, they're playing well.
Searching kick. Alarm bells are ringing. Mannar. Stengel. He's tugged it. Reed went bang.
Disciplined defence called for and provided.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
The Bombers
Have been embarrassed today.
Can they get something going? Mannar takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Cats look in the mood to dish out a real hiding here. Stanley
Has probably got the points at this stage.
Smith got to get it on quickly. Bowes. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Stanley has rucked tirelessly. Dangerfield. Mullen. Mannar. Panicked under pressure. Spud Frawley would have loved that one.
Can they beat them back to goal?
He'll kick this. In he goes. And he has delivered.
This is exactly what defenders have nightmares about. The ease and speed of delivery into their defensive 50 is making their jobs extremely difficult.
The Cats extended their advantage in that quarter, and this match is as good as theirs as we turn for home. Time to check in with Gary.
The Bombers are getting smashed in clearance and contested ball, and you are never going to win a game of footy with that profile. They've been flat-footed and reactive, and it's put their defence under all sorts of pressure. It's time to really get to work and try to salvage something from this match.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway.
No second guessing. Trust in each other. Trust in the game plan and back yourself at every contest. Let's go.
Stanley with a deft tap. Managed to get out despite the tackle. Dangerfield. Thumped away. Stengel wins a hard ball. 6 points on the way. No, he'll have to settle for one, courtesy of the post.
That was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
Looking for a quick transition.
Redmond all on his own. Shield has charged into space. In no hurry here. It's an exhibition in how to give the ball back. Caldwell.
We've seen that before.
Redmond goes long. No one can mark. Guthrie. Smith. Only a question of who will get the goal. Punched away. Reed.
I've liked his game today.
Ridley working hard and being rewarded. That's skillful. The Bombers are out of trouble. Ridley, the Cats, guarding the corridor. Henry with the big fist. Myers, Neal on a lead. The defence has fallen down. Redmond spoils. Deep in defence. Needs to be precise. Shield runs onto it and can relieve the pressure. Reed, can he get a kick away? They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. Neal got a fist in. Mackay hacking it forward. Guthrie saw that coming. They've got winners all over the park. Myers has a vice-like grip. They've got time to put the kettle on.
Taking out some frustration, possibly.
Redmond, you asked for it, you got it. Even with the game well won, their pressure is still elite. Stanley has got on top. Holmes is a clearance beast. Dangerfield. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. Punch clear. Dempsey.
That one was not open to interpretation.
No umpire ever changed their decision because a player had a whinge.
He's stolen a march. Junk times come early. Decides to go.
Can he hit a target? Caldwell tries to spike it out of the danger zone.
He's in trouble. That must be incorrect disposal.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
The Cats have been ruthless today. It's been an awesome performance.
Struck it well. No problems there.
You have to show him more respect than that, or it'll hurt you on the scoreboard.
The Cats go on their merry way. Stanley wins it out of the centre. Dempsey, that's poor play. Big ball to be won here. Stewart continues to be a thorn in their side. In the back pocket, De Koning. The kick is precise. The Bombers have no answers. Mannar. That might attract a pack. Stengel couldn't finish what he started. Mackay in the centre square. Is anyone home? Langford drops into the hole and marks. Durham with time. It hasn't quite got the wheels. Only a behind.
You can understand him taking the shot given the lack of opportunities they've had.
They've set up well for the kick-in. De Koning marks in the back pocket. They're a delight to watch. Close. That's good work rate. Not a lot of positives today. It's loose inside the 50.
Free kick for insufficient intent, and this could be costly.
He's been penalised for being unable to pinpoint a teammate 60 metres away, blindsided, on his wrong foot.
Around the body. Don't tell me. That is a stunner.
The Bombers have obviously had a tough day, but that was much better play.
The Cats by 66. The big men fly. Centre field. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. He's under close attention, didn't take the first option, and he's been penalised.
It's a bad feeling when you know you've been done cold.
Atkins. He's everywhere at the moment. That play should have resulted in a shot at goal. Good kick. They've opened them up here. Ridley kicks to space. The Bombers
Moving the ball well. What's he got on offer?
Gresham spills out in the tackle.
Must be incorrect disposal. It is.
He's not hiding his annoyance, but I think he's more upset with himself than with the umpire.
O'Sullivan. Myers. Dangerous to leave on his own. His field kicking is normally first rate. Stengel presents in space. Close. That should be picked off. And that's a letdown. He's generally a good kick. Quality delivery by foot. It's hard to find a winner for them today. Stengel wins it back. Great mark. Manor dealt with the pressure. Myers. He's wrapped up. He doesn't waste many. That could be a goal-saving tackle. They've got enough time for one more here. The two big men do battle. Dempsey is there. He's missed.
He'll be disappointed. That was one he would have expected to convert.
Looking for a quick transition.
Reed has found some space. Redmond. This spells trouble. Boot, ball, goal!
Normal service has resumed.
What a result. They'll be ecstatic about this.
The big men fly. Setterfield. Shield. Stanley. Desperate to win it back. Dempsey. Manor. Marks. Will he go the bomb? Myers. They've worked it well. Just needs an accurate kick now.
9 individual goal kickers if he puts this through.
That is going very close. Not close enough.
The way it's going, it probably won't be long until they get another opportunity.
The Cats have tuned up for the season in style, and they're looking prime for a big one. What stood out to you today, Huff?
The Cats were always going to win the match, but I think the thing that will please them the most is that they kept their foot on the pedal the whole way, winning by a game-high margin and ensuring that their opponents were never able to gain a foothold in the match. This is a team boasting equal parts quality and brutality.
You get the feeling there'll be a lot said about this one. Thanks, Huff.
On behalf of Daniel Harford, Gary Lyon and myself, Anthony Hudson, we hope you've enjoyed this match and we look forward to your company again soon.